Hey, it's Joe at Red's Fly Shop here. No baloney review. Lamson, COBALT, saltwater specific reels. We're going to say saltwater specific because if you're looking at this price tag, you're probably pursuing what we call high stake species. Now, who is this reel for? When I first saw these, I was really impressed by them. Great feel, great sound. I love saltwater fishing. I'm always looking for a new good saltwater reel. This is the perfect reel for somebody who has grown up trusting the Lamson Waterworks company to build them a good reel. These are built by hand in Ketchum, Idaho, by craftsmen. And if you've trusted Lamson reels on your trout rigs, your steelhead rigs, and maybe your other saltwater rigs your entire life, you can trust the Lamson Waterworks COBALT reel to land that big fish of a lifetime. This reel comes in 6, 8, 10, and 12 weight configurations, and they have some subtle differences just based on the fact that with the number 6, you might be doing some light bonefish work with this guy right here, all the way up to the 12 weight, which you're going to be used to pursue billfish or other large, oversized blue water species here. But let me start just with some kind of the commonalities that all the reels here have. So first off, they come with these great hard cases like that. It's an investment. If you're going to spend $1,000 on a saltwater rod, spend some money on the reel and then protect the reel. Use this hard case. You don't want to get banged around. It comes with the blue tarpon on the front. Super nice case. You will use this. The other one it comes with is this is for on the water type use. And this is set up, it's mesh so it can drain and let that salt water off of your reel and out of your reel so it can dry out quickly. So it comes with both of those. Also comes with any tools that you need to make any changes that you need to do. If you needed to change this reel from right hand to left hand retrieve for whatever reason, it's very easy to do. I'm not going to go through that whole process because if you get this reel at Red's, it's going to come all set up with backing and a line for you, and we'll take care of all that, whether it's a left hand retrieve like me or right hand retrieve like all those weirdos out there. Just let us know in the order comments which way you want it. Okay, so onto the reel. I'm going to grab the number 10 size because that's probably the one I'm going to be using on one of my next trips. And oversized drag system. The drag system is numbered so I can index it from one day to the next or one fish to the next of where I want to start. In the details here, you can actually adjust the startup drag or startup inertia while it's on its loosest setting so that you could actually undo these screws, adjust that so that it starts up at your desired poundage. I'm not quite that technical, but it's there if you want it. A lot of the engineering behind this reel is designed for structural integrity. You can see that it has this dual density design, so that is really heavy duty machined aluminum on the top there where the reel seat is bolted in. Much thinner than down here where it doesn't require nearly as much structural integrity. What that also does is allows this reel to sit much closer to the handle of your rod, giving you a very connected feel with the reel versus the reel down in a lower position. Very large drag knob on the 12 weight where you might be fighting, Marlin, Sailfish, Tuna, Trevally, Roosterfish, Dorado, any kind of big, nasty saltwater fish. For a long period of time, sharks come to mind actually. Large reel handle, and these are all titanium screws that are used in this. So super strong, super light, completely corrosion resistant. We'll take the spool off here just so you can see what that looks and feels like. Let me loosen that up like that right there. About the spool, one of the first things I noticed that I thought was kind of interesting is the porting is very different as you rotate the spool around. And that will lead you to see that this reel is really designed to be well counterbalanced. You're going to see it in the cutouts on the spool right here. And you're actually going to see it on the rim of the spool right here. They shaved weight off of one side to make it perfectly balanced to offset the reel handle on the other side. So it has a really just kind of a sweet turn to it. The other thing about this reel too is if you're going to spend this type of money on a reel, it would be nice to know that it is impervious to salt water. And I mean completely impervious to salt water. So this reel here, you're going to see there's an I believe it's an IP8X rating on there. And I had to do a little bit of research. But essentially, that's a certification that this reel is completely impervious to salt water. Basically, they dunk these things down to like 100 feet deep. I think it's 30 meters technically. 30 meters deep for an hour. And then they check to see if any of the seals or any of the O-rings have been jeopardized. To get that rating is no small task on these reels. So you know that the bearings and the drag system inside that reel are going to be protected from salt water. I've had a reel or two implode over time in salt water. So that's the Lamson Waterworks COBALT. Like I said, if you're a Lamson customer, you trust that brand, you're investing in a big saltwater reel, look no further. Absolutely excellent product made in Ketchum, Idaho. Enter promo code YouTube and you'll get 10% off your first order when shopping with us if you're a subscriber on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. You can get these at Red's.